What up, TikTok? Hey, hope everybody's having a great Friday. Hey, don't let anything that's negative in your life dictate the rest of your life. Does that make sense? Hey, we all go through some hard times. We all go through some emotional stressors, maybe at work, maybe at home, whatever it may be. Don't let that dictate who you are and how you react to the rest of the things that life throws at you. Does that make sense? Like if you're feeling pissed off and angry all morning or all day, you're going to take that energy and you're going to present it to everybody else that surrounds you, your loved ones, your soldiers, whoever it may be. You're going to use that negative energy and it's just going to make everything worse. Try to be positive. Pick something positive in life that's going really well. Use that positive energy and let that dictate the rest of your day. We can harp on the negatives. We can harp on the bad things that are going on in life. It's not going to help us. It's not going to help us move forward. Stay strong, keep pushing, drive on. Happy Friday.
What's up, Trash Talkers? Hitting you up this morning with a special promo on how to dress when you are doing PT in civilians, but you want everybody to know you're an Army. This comes from the Buddy Beckwith fashion design of how to work out. So first, you can notice the RI panties. Not Ranger panties, but Ranger Instructor panties. The green socks, the knee brace for the old guys. Don't forget the M frames. Now the shirt, don't wear the Trash Talk shirt while you're running. This is just for the promo. You want to put on like an 80-second shirt or like your favorite airborne shirt so everybody knows that you're a veteran. That's the most important thing. And you start with this stretch. Buddy Beckwith taught me this one. Ready to go.
So, I'm walking out of the gas station and my co-worker, who's an old MP, but we still claim him, and has engaged the man in conversation. Not much for conversation with strangers, but he's got the tab. So, as I walk by, I say airborne, and the man responds with, and I quote, "Hoorah." So, after I instructed my coworker to slash every single tire before he put the car in gear, I looked for the biggest rock. As I crow hop to throw it through his back window so he can stop posing as one of us, I actually wake up and realize that the man's ignorance had incapacitated me for a moment, and I was daydreaming. I mean, because in that moment you got two options. I chose the third option and said, "Incorrect. That's an incorrect response." And I kept walking. The man said nothing and he pulled away. So you tell me, what is it, a stolen valor thing? No Marine's gonna have an airborne tab, and no paratrooper's gonna say hidden hoorah. So you tell me, stolen valor?
Hey, y'all, going to work. I left you a note on the refrigerator. I love y'all. I'm gonna go.
Hey, go get dressed. Get ready for school.
You're doing great. I was tooling around, tooling along. Shit! Bad guys! Stop!
Let me break it down Barney style.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Ventura Training and Athletics. Restore, train, maintain. Specializing in the restoration of the muscular system to help you move and feel better. Combating TBI, PTSD, and pain through specialized strength training. Again, get your body right, get your mind right, defeat the demons.
This is the Veteran Trash Talk Hour, hosted by Nick, Dave, Joe, and Buddy. Today's special guest is Wade, the poke motherfucker who never fixed your AC in Iraq.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're back. Happy Saturday, Trash Talkers, Gruntworks community. Welcome to episode 52 of the Trash Talk Hour. Shout out to our sponsors, Ventura Training and Athletics, Zach Farkas, and 10th Mountain Whiskey. All right, go to their website, type in VTT, and get yourself a discount. Our special guest today is Army veteran Wade from Smokin' Bacon, and he created an app or some shit like that. So stay tuned. It's going to be really cool. All right.
Never heard of it.
And today I'm joined by Buddy, Nick, and Joe. And for everybody that's watching or listening, well, you probably can't, see it. You got to watch it. All right. Stay tuned till the very end. We're going to be providing you with a code that's going to give you a 10% discount to all of our merch. Let the dumpster fire begin. Over to you, buddy.
Hey, Dave. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You are welcome, buddy.
So, as I sit here with my delightful White Claw in Colorado Springs,
behind the wheel like a real paratrooper.
No, at least you're in the
not
back
behind
seat
the
this
wheel. I'm
time,
actually in the
unlike
back
the last
seat,
live
Joe.
jack wagon.
Yeah, no drinking and driving.
Okay,
That
first
was
of all,
pretty
you
sweet.
can't prove I was driving,
Yes, we can.
so eat it. And secondly, I wasn't drinking and driving. That only counts if you can drink while you drive as long as you don't get drunk while you drive.
That's
right?
only on Tuesdays. Yeah.
So if you
And in
plan it out
Texas.
correctly and you
And
take
in
like
Texas.
3 shots while you're driving, when you get to the bar, you should be good.
It was in the
He does
COVID bill.
not approve of that message. We
For
do
the-
not
for
It was
the
in
approve
the-
of
it was
that.
in the it was in the
For the
COVID bill with
audience
the
out there.
aliens.
For the
Oh,
audience,
hey,
out
look,
there,
hey,
these are the
everybody.
views and thoughts of
Dave,
Buddy Lorenz
we're
Beckwith.
2 minutes into it. Dave's already trying to put out the dumpster fire. Look at it.
Yep.
Wet
Yeah.
blanket. Wet
Already.
blanket.
Look what you fucking
Mr.
did,
fucking
Dave.
Safety pants over here. Everybody knows we're joking, Dave. Shut up. Anywho, so honesty cap.
Just
for
be the
this week.
face man.
Hey, so I was thinking about it this week, and we talk about trying to help lower the veteran suicide rate, this, that, and the other, and saying like, well, what could we do? Like, and I realized that as a group, we have a real hard time asking for help, and asking people not just like help with like, hey, I'm feeling some kind of way, but like help, like, hey, I need to move this giant thing out of my garage and move it somewhere else. Like, we don't even ask each other. We'll try to figure it out and like kill ourselves to fucking move it. But the thing is, other people see it and they see like, oh, I could probably help him, but whatever. I'm not gonna impose. If you think that one of your friends needs a hand, whether it's somebody to talk to or somebody to move something from one side of their garage to the other side of their garage, don't be a fucking dick. Say, hey man, why don't you let me give you a hand? Or just start fucking doing it. Lighten the load for your boys. That way your boys, we don't have to worry about all of the other bullshit because you've taken one thing off the plate, or at least help them get rid of, help them eat it. So that's the my honesty cap of the day. It's fucking have a little bit of empathy. Think about what you would want and try to help your boys out.
What is the definition of empathy, buddy?
Why would you put me on the spot right now for like a definition of empathy? Being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes, but not sympathize, but empathize. You fucking dick.
That wasn't for me. That was for the audience. Okay, Gruntworks.
Well,
has,
I
like,
don't
a
know why
reading
you
level
wouldn't
of, like,
say that,
fucking
like,
fourth
before.
grade.
Hey,
Okay.
Maybe
We're gonna have a
the
fucking-
F you were.
Oh, you
know
want me to
what?
put
I
it?
don't
You
know.
want me to
Spell
put it in the
empathy.
fucking
I can't
script?
spell
Okay,
empathy,
yeah.
guys.
Let
Get
me.
him.
Let me.
Why don't you ask
Did
me
you
how
see
to
the
spell it? I
script?
can't do
Yeah.
that either.
Oh, here comes Dave. I'll get to the point. Yeah. So what's
I
up?
wasn't gonna say anything. I was
Yeah,
gonna
you
say,
were.
buddy. I was gonna say, buddy, your lip looks good today.
It does.
Hey, you know what? This shit is healing.
That
Yeah.
Abreva
Shit is
is a miracle right now.
But you put some
Right?
Vagisil on
I've
it.
been told
Little-
if I stay in the sun, it's gonna come back though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Buddy is
Abreva
available
or
again on
probiotic,
Tinder.
whatever you-
Okay.
Yeah. Are you available
Oh,
on
hey.
Tinder again?
Hey guys,
Buddy
we've
is
switched,
back
we've
off
switched
the
to
IR.
Bumble. We're
Oh,
switched to
Bumble
Bumble.
off the IR.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
heard there
we're
was this
bumbling
app
it up.
called
We got
Kick.
these-
I heard there was this app called Kick. Buddy's available on that as well.
Hey, so let's.
So is
I
Dave.
expect, buddy. I expect. Why Special Forces went from Tinder to Bumble video.
Grinder.
Whatever. So like,
I'm
we-
just gonna say that the tutorial video was just so good that all of the supply was gone from Tinder, so I had to move to a different place.
Swipe.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, it's still swiping, guys. It's still swiping.
Yeah,
Still
we got John. We got John on Gruntworks. It's like fight.
Yeah.
Welcome.
John,
Quantity
this is
over
how we-
quality.
John,
welcome to
how
the
we
Trash
have
Talk
coffee.
Hour. Welcome to
Hey,
the dumpster
PS.
fire.
This is
By
a
the
cup
way,
of coffee,
we ought
John.
to, while we're talking about Gruntworks, hey, little hint: we're never just gonna give out $500. because we ain't got $500, asshole.
Yeah, watch out for the trolling, okay? There was a phishing attempt. All right, we'll put out the disclaimer again. So there's going to be a lot of old ladies on the thread right now going, why am I watching this? All right, because they clicked on the you might win $500 from Gruntworks gift, okay? Gruntworks ain't giving you shit, bro. All right, this is what we give you. Entertainment, motherfucker. All right, so this is what you get. Hey, show the dumpster fire, Joe. Show the shirt. There it is.
I got
it's a fucking dumpster fire. All right,
and 2 beers.
Yeah, you get that
again,
shit.
Dave, hit
Buy
it
the
again.
fucking button. Buy the button.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, so Joe, I think it's on you now.
I'm here.
I've already lost the script.
Nick's went ahead and launched the question episodes ago in the script. Joe, what got you triggered this week? Well, I'll tell him what got me triggered this week. Nick got me triggered last night. All right.
Every time.
We're doing our show. We're picking our UFC usual winners. Nick's questioning my energy. He's questioning my commitment to the show. And I'm sitting there thinking, you know what? It just happened. I'm not over it yet, and I can't talk about it, but I can talk about it today. I cut my beard off. All right. It had a Samson-like effect. I was drained of my energy. I had nothing left. And Nick's over there questioning me. And I honestly got to the point and I was like, you know what? Maybe it's the 3-month-old in the other room who's on 45-minute sleep intervals for the last 14 days. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I'm blind on diapers, going ahead and rolling through the show on 3 hours of sleep. So today, no beer, boys. I'm caffeinated, supremely caffeinated, and I'm ready to go. So this energy is too much for Nick. The energy last night wasn't enough. You can't keep this guy happy. All I'm saying is I'm sleep deprived. I'm malnutritioned. I cut my beard off, and I'm not feeling the greatest, but I'm still here ready to execute.
Hey, buddy, from that Alabama.
Pink bang.
Deprived.
Hey,
I think we're doing it for everybody. What's the definition of deprived, Joe?
no, hey, buddy, what I want to know
I don't
is
have enough of it.
no, Buddy already proved that he's educated from Alabama. So what can you be malnutritioned?
Yeah, I don't know. Can you?
I don't know. I'm asking Buddy.
The judges okayed it.
Joe said that he was
Malnutrition is a real
malnutritioned.
thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a real
but
thing.
can you be malnutritioned?
He's really searching for something, isn't he?
You are.
I'm asking Buddy.
Dave, you speak 3 languages. Teach Nick English.
Yeah. Is it malnourished? Are you malnourished or are you
That could be it.
malnutritioned? I'm just
That
asking.
could be it.
Oh,
The judge is
you
okay
might be
to-
right.
Maybe
Yeah.
both. But can
Hey,
you
you
not
know
be
what? Why
both?
don't we ask?
I'm asking Buddy. You're from Alabama. Okay, you're the
Hey,
educated guy.
Hey, Wade, did you get the point?
Nope.
No, God.
No,
Wade,
I got
yeah,
the point.
you're
Welcome
supposed
to the
help me out on that
dumpster
one.
fire.
I got the point. So hey, those of you watching, all right, we do a UFC pick'em every Friday night. So if you didn't watch it, go back on our YouTube channel, check it out. If you want to make some money, throw the money on the picks. You're gonna win. All right. Don't listen to my picks. They're called the clown picks for a reason. All right. So unless you want to get drunk and throw crazy money on a parlay, then go ahead and listen to what the clown says about the picks. But I did have to mess with Joe because we just never know. All right. We never know that.
You know what it was?
What's that?
It was the Joe got something fancy from the dispensary, so he's not talking a whole lot. And I'm like, motherfucker,
Right.
I wish
So
I had enough
I
energy to feel stoned right now.
I didn't say that you weren't committed. I said something that you bought at the dispensary made you a little bit like lethargic.
Yeah, well,
today.
whatever. It
So,
hurt my feelings. So
like, I know it did. And I'm not going to apologize. It's not coming, not from me.
well, I didn't expect it.
But anyways, I get the distinct pleasure of introducing Wade Saxton. Okay. So that's him. All right. The bald guy with the beard. It's kind of a theme around here. We're starting to get guests that are bald with beards. Lack of testosterone because of burn pits. I don't know. We'll just, we'll figure it out. Anyways, so those of you who listen to the song, remember, we always make fun of the guests in the song. And I asked Wade for, like, hey, what do you do? I'm like, what is your life? All right. Cause I need to know a little bio. I gotta find a way to introduce you. And he sent me a bio, but I got drunk and lost it. So then he just sent me what his job was in the military. And I was like, no shit. Right. So in the song, you'll have to listen to it. Wait, and it plays over again is you're the motherfucker that never fixed our AC in Iraq. All right. So like when our AC didn't work, the guy who's actually paid by the DOD to know how to fix the fucking the AC is Wade Saxton. All right.
Get him off.
So
the
now,
show. I'm done. Get him off.
Yeah.
You're done.
So now what he decided to do, like we're not used to like what pogues do after the army, but they actually use their brains and he created an app, and he's not selling T-shirts. Okay, that's what we do. That's what Grunts do. All right, he developed an app, and I will let him talk about it because it is an app to counter Facebook, and we don't like Facebook, even though we're streaming on Facebook right now. What's that? Is that the movie Ted? Everybody, 1, 2, 3, fuck you, Facebook. All right, so it's like, so it is what it is. So Gruntworks, I know you guys will love this because Gruntworks is censored right now. VTT's been canceled twice. All right, so Wade, tell us what you got and how is it helping veterans?
Hey, Wade, I'm sorry. Can I bump in real quick?
Sure. I guess you're gonna.
Bob Spiker, we always had air conditioning that worked.
I was about to say that.
I don't
buddy.
know what.
I don't know
what Nick's talking about. You did a hell of a job for us. Thanks.
Yeah, enjoyed your salsa night as well, right, buddy? Yeah, yeah.
Even the AC on the bus lines worked at Spiker.
Yeah, right. So yeah, did you know that they actually imported sand in to us in Iraq to pour into your AC units? There wasn't enough going around, so we go around tonight and pour it in, make sure that shit was broke good.
That's sick.
Wade, tell us what you do. Tell us what you did. Well, I kind of just explained that already, but tell us what made you do what you're doing and how's it working?
So about 3.5 years ago, we actually started as an offensive T-shirt company, believe it or not. And really offensive. The way we test our designs is when we get yelled at or screamed at by a Karen walking down the street, we know we got a good one. So about 3.5 years ago, we launched on Facebook, as most people do, and we ended up getting in a bunch of wars with Facebook. It got so bad that they actually locked down all of our accounts, all of our pages, personal accounts, all my admin pages, everything, for 30 days right around the Christmas holiday season. Well, that pretty much sucks because if they can do it to me, they can do it to you, they can do it to anybody else. And there's nothing you can do about it. They can completely crush a business doing that kind of stuff. So me and a bunch of friends got together and we said, you know what we're going to do is we're going to create our own platform to fight Facebook. And in 30 days, we launched the first version of Smoking Bacon. And one of the things about Smoking Bacon is it's designed to be offensive. It's not designed to be rainbows and unicorns. It's designed on dark humor and enjoying the veteran lifestyle. We have a ton of veterans in our community, and over the last 3 years, we've grown to a point where we have almost 9 sub companies, everything from barbecue companies to we have our own streaming radio station. And one of our core tenets is that you will never get banned, you will never get shut down, you will never get kicked unless you violate one of the 5 rules that we have, because there's only 5, and only if you're continuously violating them. So, and rule number 1 is you don't offend the ladies. That's rule 1. Rule 2, don't put anything underage on there. Other than that, we don't give a shit what you post. We don't care what you say. Don't sell drugs. That's
wait. What kind of drugs? Are we talking? Anything, are we talking white collar drugs? Or are we talking?
What do you consider drugs?
Are we talking pound me in the ass federal prison drugs?
Yeah, federal prison drugs.
No heroin, Nick. No heroin.
No heroin.
Bummer.
You can sell ammo. You can sell guns. You can sell all sorts of stuff. We really don't care. We built it in such a way that we actually take pot shots at Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg all the time. And we actually have cease and desist orders from Facebook corporate because we like to poke at them. So last year we did the Nightmare Before Facebook. We rebuilt the Nightmare Before Christmas song and made Mark Zuckerberg the main character in that. That went over great. So we have a good time with that. But more importantly, we're very veteran centered because that's our demographic. We don't want to know anything about you. Anybody familiar with the French Foreign Legion?
Yeah, we had a guy on.
Had one on the show.
We have one on our team. We have
So-
one
Legionnaire.
Travers was a Legionnaire. That's true.
So,
Well,
when you
I mean, he
sign up with
he
them-
filled up their trucks, so it's like, you know, he was a fueler for
Well,
them. I guess
Hey,
he got
it
the hat.
Yeah. So when you join the French Foreign Legion, they let you choose your own name. They don't care what your old name was. You can completely rebuild yourself from scratch. We decided to take the same approach here at Smoke and Bacon. We only ask 6 questions for you to register. That's your email, your birthday, mark that you're over 18. If you're a veteran, a first responder, or if you're male or female. That's it. You can be anything you want after that. Now, there's a difference between what we do in social media. We're a community. So we call it our community app. And the difference between a community and a social media app like Facebook is the in-depth relationships that you build. So you may sign up as whatever you want to be, but within 30 days, you'll have made friends, you'll have conversations, people will know your real name, people will know what's going on, what you do in your life, your kids, birthdays, things like that, because the engagement is so much deeper. Everybody in the community works together. If a community member has a problem, everybody reaches out to help. We've had some of our veteran members have houses burned down, and we've raised money for them. Everybody jumps in together. Cars broke down. We had one of our members break down here in Richmond, Virginia, and we ran out there to help them. So the community is much different. It so resembles that brotherhood and that sisterhood of when you were in the military. And it's not just for veterans, it's for everybody. So, and the interesting thing is we get asked about liability all the time because we're different than Facebook, and how Facebook cracks down on everything and everyone. Like you can run a live stream on our platform and say fuck the entire time. It's not going to bother us. We don't care. The difference is the way that you're registered under the law. So we are registered as a community, like Reddit or a news media organization. That's why we're a media company. That allows a lot more freedom of speech, and it allows you to do a whole lot more, unlike Facebook, which is registered as a social media, which is regulated under different terms. The opposite with that as well is that Facebook is free. So that means you're a product. They take everything that you do, they aggregate it, they sell it to the highest bidder. You ever been sitting there talking on your phone or talking to a buddy, and all of a sudden you pull up your phone and you got ads for shit you were just talking about? That's because they listen to you.
Dave thinks that's aliens.
It's probably aliens. Yeah.
So there's actually reports out there, white papers, where Facebook has been taken to court and had to admit that they actually pay people to translate your verbal conversations into written conversations. You allow all this when you sign up. And it's all for marketing. It's all for targeting. It's all for selling. So they have all these advertisers that they have to answer to. We don't do that. We don't collect any information. We don't collect any analytics other than technical analytics, like the app crashed, what phone you're using, things like that, so we can make it better. Otherwise, I couldn't tell you what conversation you were having or what you were looking at. And we built it that way on purpose. So we don't have people to answer to. We don't have anybody to answer to other than our community members, which we actively engage once a month to build a better community. Every month they get a survey. What do you want? What do you see?
How big is your community, Wade?
So
members wise, like if, for everybody who's watching, how many people are a part of it? And do we end up on a watch list when we join?
Dave, is that a code? Are you asking him how big something else is, but you're just using the word community? Is that?
No, he's looking for a way to.
Buddy.
Dave's looking for a way to selfishly plug recruiting again. So he wants to know how big he is before he says what he does for a living. But go ahead.
Hey, not a huge deal. Would it be okay if Dave got on your veteran centric platform and tried to recruit them back into the Army so he could,
because they're all failing
into the Army?
Man. No, how big is a community, Wade?
So we have about 30,000.
Don't answer it.
So
you're fucked.
And well, here's the better part. Here's what's going to blow your mind.
Here he comes.
Dumped 3.8 million members.
Oh,
we got rid of them.
Nikes.
All right. So everybody's faces are like, what the fuck? And other people said the same thing, but let me explain to you why. All right. The way a community works is it's about engagement. The way social media works, it's about views. All right. So the more people you have in social media, the more views you have. But there's an actual equation to this. And it's got a name. I forget the name of it, but it's 99 and 1. So 90% of
I believe that's the Pythagorean theorem.
Something like that.
No.
So 90% of your viewers are just there. They don't do anything. 10% or 9% of the 10% that's left are your people that are going to comment every so often. They're going to share something every so often. And 1% are the people that are actually your biggest fans. They're the ones that are going to promote you, engage with you, talk with you all the time. All right. So if you have 1 million people, that means 10,000 people are your actual community members. Those are the people that believe in you. Everybody else is fluff. So we just got rid of over 3 million fluff members. They don't do anything for us. They don't do anything for the community. They wouldn't.
Yeah, fluff's important in my side job. So,
yes.
But
well, that's called a fluffer.
Yeah, yeah, we like those.
So we took all of our most engaging members of the community and brought them over to the community. So now ours is actually almost 70% full engaging. So the deeper bonds and the engagement you build in a community is so much more than social media. And that's what a lot of people got to understand, the difference between the two.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna talk to Gruntworks a little bit about that and VTT. So seriously, I don't know how to use the app yet. Wade's gonna talk to me after the show. So please, I'm not a fluffer. I just don't know how to use your app. So you got to show me how to use it, and I will definitely engage on it. But we built the community 3 times now. We have our professional page for VTT, and then we built a community. But like you said, Facebook doesn't look at it that way. And, we were doing so much good, and we still are as a community. And that's our message as VTT, is that if we can get all the veterans together, doesn't matter what service, doesn't matter what you did. And I love your rules because we kind of follow the same thing where it's like, hey, you don't fucking piss off the ladies. That's just not happening. Right. And it's like they keep shutting us down because they're honestly afraid of it. They're afraid of the power that comes with community. So again, it's smokeandbacon.com. If you just got on here, scroll up the comments. Maybe Chris will share it again in a comment thread. But, get on there. Now, it does cost money, but there's a code in there that's, 3 free months. And with the money, again, we've tried to explain it to people on the Facebook side, is that, hey, it costs money to run shit. All right. It costs money to run a community. Right. And a lot of you woke ass motherfuckers, think that it just shows up out of nowhere. Right. And and boom. So again, how do they get there? And I don't know, maybe tell us a little bit about, you told us why you started it, but tell us the driving passion behind the entire family at Smoke and Bacon.
So we want to make life better for everybody. We consider ourselves the safe space for unsafe space, if that makes sense. So everybody needs a place to go. They need a place to relax. They need a place to enjoy themselves. And they need a place to do it where it's safe. So the entire family at Smoke and Bacon is all volunteer. We all volunteer. 90% of our proceeds go back into veterans benefits, programs, things like that. We have our own charity that's getting ready to launch so that we can do that internally now. But there's nothing that anybody in the community wouldn't do for someone that was in trouble. And one of the things that I didn't anticipate when we first started this was with all the veterans, was dealing with veteran suicide. And I can tell you right now that I am not trained to deal with that, and neither is anybody on the team. So we had to go outside and find resources to bring in to help us with that, because there's so many veterans that need help. And we just couldn't, we couldn't honestly and accurately assist them. So we have a rule in place in the community. We work with a couple different resources, outside resources, and if anybody states anything about hurting themselves or anything like that, we immediately launch our resource plans and we contact our resources. We bring everything we have to bear. We treat every situation as if it is an active situation until we know better by our third-party resources. So we'll send community members that are in the area to them. If we can get someone talking to them, find out where they are, and we have community members in the area, they'll go. Other veterans will go. These outside resources will go. They'll send people. We never want to send the cops. Cops is bad. And the reason I say that is other veterans have the ability to talk down other veterans much more effectively. Bringing in the cops, unless it's a real life or death situation, could be bad.
Wait,
So
let me caveat off that thing with the police, because it's a very good point, and a lot of people might look and be like, "Well, what are you gonna say about cops?" Nothing.
I love cops. We back the blue.
No. I'm saying I understand where you're coming from, and I just wanted to clarify in case anybody thought that. It's some veterans who have been through certain trauma are immediately threatened by that car in the uniform. No matter what that cop's intentions are, you might have just put him on red alert when he was in a really bad position. So a wellness check, if you think his life is in danger, I would say if you're going to do that, tell him, send a veteran, please. He's traumatized. If you have a veteran in your station to talk to him, please send one, because he's going to have a hard time talking to you guys when you show up. But that's obviously a last resort if we don't have anybody out there. But we've done similar stuff for several veterans. To be honest with you, what you described sounds like exactly what we wanted to build, just minus Facebook jail.
Yeah, Facebook jail gets you every time.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
so that's why again we're gonna talk shop after the show again with the team, because we're the grunts, right? We're the real deal, right? We've we talked about it before the show as well, that if all you're after is money, all right, you're never gonna have enough. All right, you just won't, because there's plenty of people with a lot more money than you that are extremely unhappy. All right. So, and like Joe always says, if you're happy and you get an extra $1 million, then you're a lot happier because you're already a happy person. All right. But usually you're not chasing.
But Buddy actually had a good point on that last show about people that sometimes you think they all got it all figured out, die at 95 years old, and the last 40 years of their life might have been freaking miserable. And then when you got brothers like ours that burned it down inside of 30 years, but they lived their fucking life, man.
Yep.
Yeah, and
anyways,
I know,
didn't mean to touch on that. Go ahead.
No, you're good. And I know Wade corrected himself too, as well, as that they backed the blue, and it's like nobody at VTT has anything against cops, and nobody at Gruntworks does either. I mean, there are some people in the community that don't like the ATF. We figured that out, but oh well.
Figured that out real quick.
Real quick,
dude. That was crazy. I was like, what's the blowback on the ATF? Jesus.
Well, I mean, again,
Somebody's
the blowback
they're coming to take your guns, Joe. They're coming to take your guns.
The blowback is on the administration that's running the ATF. That's the blowback. But when you're going after an ATF agent who stopped 2 casinos from getting blown up, who infiltrated people, who was murdering kids, lives. Yeah. And you're going after those guys, it's like, bro, man, like smoke a joint. Like take a break, dude. As the Stone vet would say.
That's not always bad advice.
I know.
Hey,
go ahead.
Have yourself an adult break.
Wade, could you to the viewers and everybody that's going to be listening later kind of describe how the functionality of the app, like, is it like, what do they expect to see? Like, is it like Facebook where you can post pictures and you comment on stuff, or just, hit on that a little bit for anybody that's interested in downloading it?
So it's a lot like Facebook. There are communities inside of our community, though. So we're a little different because we're a community that you don't get your own page. If that makes sense. So, and here's the best way I can explain it. Let's say that me and Dave are great friends. We're battle buddies from way back, but I like to do a lot of political stuff, and Dave doesn't like that. Well, in Facebook or Instagram or whatever, if we're friends, he's got to suffer through seeing it no matter what, just to be friends. Or I've got to delete him, or I've got to put him on ignore, or whatever else. And that's just not right. So we built ours with communities. And your main feed is aggregated by the communities you join. So me and Dave can still be friends. We can still be in the veterans communities. We can still hang out with all the girls and talk and everything else. But everything I post in the political areas, he doesn't see. So you post in communities, and those communities are aggregated. And that really is the hardest part of teaching people how to switch a little bit, because people are so used to having their own page where they just post, and it's not like that. It's a little bit different. And we find that actually increases engagement as well. So we have 60 communities in there right now, everything from the veterans groups to just a regular community to family matters communities to full not safe for work communities to.
Is there a recovering gay porn star community?
We do not have that one, but we do have the Men of Smoke and Bacon. I mean,
Shout out to 325. Nick,
Shout out to 325. Yeah.
So, and we create more communities based on requests. One of the things we learned, and your female viewers will really love this, is when we did our research, one of the number one things that women encounter in social media is random dick pics from random people. So we actually solved that problem. We don't allow pictures to be sent through our messenger.
Buddy doesn't want to join anymore, but I heard they have a I'm living with herpes community, buddy. So we'll figure it out, man.
What if instead of like if so I'm famous for sending dick pics, but it's like Richard Nixon and like anybody with the name Richard, and then I'm like, oh, there's my dick pic. No,
you can do all that all you want.
No, can't do
Do
it.
you guys have a My Friends Don't Believe I Was Special Forces group for Buddy?
We can actually create those if you want. So
my friends don't believe I was special.
I mean,
forces.
so that it's bad.
Yes.
It's bad. It's a bad look for the Army, you know, when you got this warfighter and Buddy Beckwith who has like 17 different school badges, Special Forces tab, Ranger tab.
Put the kid on. I bet the kid's sharper.
I bet you the kid is better than you. There is. Yep. So
Ask him if he can tap you out yet. I bet he's only a year away.
Can't. He knows better. He's he had to feel the force the other day. Not a huge deal.
Go for the liver, kid. It'll drop any man.
Yeah. Yep. Especially Buddy's liver. I mean, he's reduced to White Claws.
Buddy's kid ventured into jiu-jitsu, right, Buddy? On his first year this year?
Yeah. He's been in for about 6. He's a gray white belt. He's a belt above me. Not a huge deal. But
nice.
I physically dominate him.
Hey, so those of you who just chimed in on Gruntworks or Veteran Trash Talk, we have Wade Saxton on the show with us today, and he is part of a team that created Smoke and Bacon. It's an app, so go on the App Store and look at Smoke and Bacon and download it. It's, you know, again, I'm going to learn how to use it, but it's something that looks super cool, and it's something that hopefully that, you know, VTT and Gruntworks can, you know, maybe someday, you know, be a part of and help it grow, just is what our mission is. And I'm gonna throw a punch at Dave here, because Dave, I'm gonna start talking. Okay. And I really don't give a fuck how long I talk for. Okay. So just prepare yourself. All right. You can press mute if you want. But again, the Book of Earl has no time limit. All right. Sometimes it's 5 seconds. Sometimes it's 30 minutes. I mean, who fucking knows, right? The good thing is I didn't.
I mean, Dave, you can't rush scripture.
I know.
I mean, hey, if
Wade was going to tell us how they got rid of dick pics, though. First,
he already did.
Yeah, we just don't let anybody send messages.
Pay the fuck attention, Dave.
No, he was explaining it, and then you got excited about dicks.
Oh
Nick.
my god! Yeah, we got excited about dick pics.
And the ladies,
who doesn't?
You can't get random messages from anyone unless you friend them.
Yeah, so I thought I heard that.
Yeah,
exactly.
I was so happy when they came out with the iPhone with all 3 cameras, so that I could zoom in enough to actually get a dick pic. That was.
Yeah, there it is. Boom. That is if you're getting a dick pic from Buddy, it's from a 3-camera angle.
Hey,
so
look,
there is
LiDAR on this
in landscape mode.
Real honesty cap, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome.
Yeah. But so again, I got triggered this week a few times. And so I got the shirt that says "Quit being a triggered pansy." All right. And again, the Book of Earl has already said this. I think it's like chapter 4, verse 7, is that everybody gets triggered. All right. And you can't avoid it. But what you can avoid is becoming a pansy. All right.
Mhm.
And we've covered this before, but I got kind of a new angle for some of you woke people. And as we were on the Ron and John show a couple weeks ago, and he talked about the hypersensitivity of, you know, the media and now society. And then that
Great
made me
word.
read that made me read some of my old scripture, right? And when I talked about average people, all right, average people will complain about successful people every day, right? They'll complain about why they don't have it, why it's not fair, okay? And again, there's nothing wrong with being average at all. What I'm saying is if you're going to complain about it, fucking do something about it. All right. Now, I can't stand hearing I don't have the time. All right. And I've covered this before in the Book of Earl. I really can't stand hearing that. And I'm not going to go through my list of shit that I do. All right. Because I also waste time. I'm not a hypocrite when I say this. But when I started getting busier with VTT, all right, and all the other shit I did, I actually wrote down an agenda for a couple of days. All right. And you do realize that, man, I waste a lot of fucking time. There is a lot of time in the day where you can do things. Now, what we talked about prior to the show is find something that you want to be happy doing. Right? Don't become a pawn. Find something that you're happy doing. However, if you want to be great at it, if you want it to somehow monetize, there are things that you have to sacrifice. All right. You might have to sacrifice time. You might have to sacrifice a meal. All right. You might have to sacrifice, you know, being a little lower at one area, a little higher in the other. Okay. And that's your mission to find out. I'm not being a hypocrite, but what I can't stand in our community because of Facebook. All right. And we ran into this problem in the first group and the second group is people who label people narcissists. Right. And nobody in this group is here for glory.
Define that, Nick.
In our team. All right. A narcissist is a self-worth. All right. Thinking that somebody that is chasing glory. All right. That no matter what they're doing, they're the best and it's not their fault if something goes wrong. Okay. And
I'm guilty on a lot of those.
So a lot of people are. I am too sometimes. Okay. But the first person to call you a narcissist is probably a fucking narcissist. All right. Because they don't like how you're doing things. It doesn't rub them the right way. Okay. And like I said, we ran into that problem in our community a couple times and we almost lost some really important people that are in our family still. All right. In our VTT family, because we almost overreacted. Right. And we didn't, thank God. And again, your way might be the best way for you, but it's not the best way for everybody. Okay. And that's why I'm really intrigued by Wade's app. And it's almost like, hey, pick and choose the people you want to talk to, because like you said on Facebook, when you say something, everybody fucking sees it. Right. And then the real narcissists come in. All right. They start throwing in why you're fucking wrong. All right. And it's like, again, just find something you want to be good at. Find something that you like. Dedicate time to it. All right. And if you have to get up earlier in the day to do it, oh fucking well. All right. That's just what you have to do. And us at VTT, I'm going to say it again, because I'm one of the first comments on here when Wade started talking about his app was, oh, you have to pay for it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, you do. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I got some negative feedback when we first started saying, hey, stop talking about that. You guys want to make a lot of money. All right. And I was like, okay, maybe we're voicing it wrong. So you listen to your audience. The way you're saying it isn't really coming across the right way. So I'm going to say it the same way Wade said it. All right. We're trying to build a community. Our goal for VTT is, again, to have property everywhere. All right. We want property everywhere. We want to be able to have veterans go places, have a good time, relax. All right. All that stuff we have on Wade's app, on our page. Those guys now you can meet up. All right. Because you're in the same area.
Yep.
All right. And, you know, when there is crisis, okay, hey, pick his ass up or her up, take her to the freaking lodge, the VTT, whatever. Let's crack a couple beers. If they don't drink, all right, let's get them out, take them hunting. Let's take them fishing. All right. All these nonprofits do that, but they're extremely hard to get into because they're nonprofit. So you might get a fishing trip every year. And we love the nonprofits and we'll continue to support the nonprofits. All right. But it takes money. All right. It takes money to run a community. So again, don't be all woke and hypersensitive that veterans need to be doing everything nonprofit. All right. We have pretty much the same mission as Wade, and they're just a little smarter than us with the technology. So maybe we can chat about that afterwards, because we're the boots on the ground that are going to fuck shit up, you know. And
hey, Nick,
I'll do a little bit. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to caveat off what you said.
We trust
ourselves with. There we go. We trust ourselves with every dollar they'll throw at us to do the right thing by the people that need the help, because we've fucking been there. We bled this shit. We are the boots on the ground. We literally every single day counsel somebody, no matter whether there's money involved or not. But having all those dollars to be able to send people where we want to go and buy property and do all this stuff, we trust ourselves with that money more than anybody. So yeah, we want all of it. All right, that's
correct.
All.
And we started this podcast because it was our own therapy. We did this to help each other. And then we realized, fuck, this is kind of funny. Maybe we should record it. And then hell, there's probably a lot of people right now sitting at home that would love to fucking talk shit with us too. So that's why we called it Veteran Trash Talk. All right. It doesn't mean go insult people. It means come on and talk shit with each other, man. Like that's what it's all about. And so I'll wrap up my thing up a little bit with just a little personal side. You know, everybody was like, why are you in the Army to me? Right. And some of my friends were like that. And I was like, well, I really, really fucking enjoyed it. And I really, really enjoyed jumping out of airplanes with Dave and Joe and Buddy, you know. And then when it came to fighting, I really did enjoy killing people who murdered women, children, and people. Like I it might be a little dark, but I really enjoyed shooting them. Okay. It was fun to me. Right. And I did find a way to get they paid me for it. All right. They didn't pay me a lot, but again, I was doing something I liked. You know,
killing those people saved lives.
You know, and you know, maybe it didn't, Joe. Who knows? All right. But I had fun. Okay. And now that I'm tailoring towards the end of my career, all right, it's not as much fun for me anymore. Right? Because I'm doing like shit that like I don't really like. But I'm not going to sit there and bitch about it. I'm not going to cry about it. All right. I'm now in the next phase, and I'm going to spend a lot of time. I'm going to lose a lot of sleep prepping myself for the next phase. All right. Because the next phase, I'm going to have fun doing that shit too. And hopefully it's this, you know, hopefully this is the next phase. And then, you know, like we said, we promote veteran-owned businesses for free because we want the community to be huge. We want people to go on veterantrashtalk.com and be able to click on Wade's link. Be able to click on, you know, the Stone Vets link. Be able to click on Leah Day's link, you know, for her college and whatever. She sells that stuff, right? Click on Ventura Training and Athletics that is owned by a veteran, right? You know, like click on that. Oh, by the way, Dr. Vallis might be on there. All right, click on Dr. Vallis. She helps veterans, you know, and she's going to charge you a little bit of money, but fuck, it's going to work. Again, you know, it's like, it's going to spend the money. So again, please join our community. Join Wade's community, because hopefully someday it's all fucking connected, right? And then we can actually take care of each other. Stop bashing the VA. The VA is full of good fucking people, all right? Stop bashing the cops. Stop bashing society. You are fucking society, all right? If your environment sucks, it's because you made it suck. Yeah, there's bad breaks. But again, Wade, I really appreciate you coming on. We still got plenty of time to keep plugging your stuff. We could talk about it some more. But go join Smoking Bacon. Download it. All right? Because you'll find, and if you don't like it, guess what? It's America. Fucking delete it. Right? So it's like, or if you're a fluffer, he's going to take you out anyways. And VTT, we're going to give you a code at the end of the show to buy our shit. Okay. We don't charge much over cost, guys. All right. And it's like, but again, where we want to go, where our vision is, right, is a vision for everybody. Because we found something that we enjoy doing. Fuck, even Buddy likes doing it. He's in it no matter where he is, supermarket, car, kicked out of the house. He still comes on every Saturday. All right. And he's helping us out.
Jiu-jitsu tournament.
Plus, we could sell it because he's special forces. So when we say, "Ooh, a Green Beret's on there," everybody's like, "Oh shit!" So it's so like, cool. So cool.
It's like having a fighter pilot, dude.
I know, but again, the fighter pilots lie and say they're
not even close. I do fly Cessnas, though, guys.
Right.
I fly Cessnas.
So he does have a license. That's right. He does have a license.
Oh, and Len said, "Can you make a VTT group in Smoking Bacon?"
Smoking Bacon.
And we've already started talking about that. After
Wonderful
the show, we're
idea.
going to talk about it some more off the air. But VTT is already on Smoking Bacon. Now we just got to work out how we're going to make this work so that everybody comes over there. So that's what we'd love to do. So again, Wade, thanks for coming on the show. And the Book of Earl, again, don't be average. Sacrifice shit to make yourself better. All right. Don't worry about what the other guy's doing. If you're calling other people names, it's probably because you're that name. All right. I'm not after glory. I don't care if I get paid a fucking dime to do this. I'm going to keep doing it until there's nobody else on this screen. And shit, I do it on Saturday nights sometimes when I'm hammered with nobody else on the fucking screen. All right. So it's like, just have fun. Find something you have fun at and do it. Wade, talk more about Smoking Bacon. The Book of Earl is done. Dave, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
Phenomenal job, Nick. I loved listening to it.
Oh, that was lovely. That was lovely. That was lovely, if you will.
So now we're not perfect. We
Let's
make
see if the little guy wants to come on. Go ahead, Wade.
You can always get a hold of us. You can get a hold of one of the admins. Anybody with bacon behind their name, that's an admin. And they'll help you out in any way they can. So you can always get a hold of me. You can always friend me on there. You can email me. And if you got a complaint, we just have you email complaint at smokingbacon.com and you'll get taken care of by our HMIC, our head monkey in charge. Yes, we have monkeys that run our complaint department. So they will respond timely to you.
Buddy talks to a monkey every night.
Yeah. All of our veterans.
I don't. I try to talk to a chicken, but it's getting choked all the time.
So all of our veterans get verified in the app, and they all get a medal behind their name. So it's easy to tell who's a veteran and who isn't in the community. And then we have other things, just simple things that we've learned over the years, like an ear, the icon for an ear. Those are people who have open ears. If someone's having problems, they can reach out to them, and they're always there to talk to them. And we do a lot of veteran stuff too. We support the Virginia Free Farm right now with Amy Rose Miller. They're our main charity. So every month they get a check from us, and they get they do free food for anybody who needs it, not just military veterans or anything. So if you need food, you just call her up, and she's got farmland, and you can get animals and food and whatever you need. She doesn't care. She doesn't charge anything for it. So we help her support that. We support all the podcasters that we can. We provide free podcast space on our app. So you can listen to a podcast, scroll through, post stuff, things like that. There's just so much we do. We partner with 6 small veteran businesses every year for a year, something that big companies like Facebook would never do. Our goal is to use our resources, everything we built, to help elevate them. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. We're very, very picky on who we choose. For example, like I can't help a small veteran-owned painting business. I can't help them. But I can help people who make funny things. I can help people who make handcrafted things like that. So we put all of our resources, all of our different companies at their disposal to help get them up. So there's a lot of things that we do every year. And there's the one question we get the most is why do we charge? And that's simple. It's because we don't sell you. We don't sell to advertisers. You don't get advertisements thrown down your throat in the community. There's very rarely any advertisements. We keep them to just us and our 6 partners a year. So you get 1 advertisement a day. That's what you get from a partner, a different partner every day. But we got a for sale community. You got stuff you want to sell? Throw it in the community. We do a Sunday yard sale. You got a discount on something you want to do? Throw it in the comments that Sunday to help everybody out. You know, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
So
Buddy's drinking habits. He has to do yard sales pretty much weekly to pay for it now. But
yes, all of what you just said is true.
That would explain the constant driving around on Saturday.
Yeah, he's going house
good
to
call,
house.
Nick. Yeah, he's
Just
going
selling
house
it.
to
I mean,
house. Yeah.
Hey, I didn't win $8,000 in Iraq and poker
Crack
for
that
nothing.
code.
All right. But no, wait,
Hey,
I love
hey,
what you
Nick,
just...
I noticed the other day when we
Hey,
talked
Nick, you're
about
about to
the
be real
Iraq
pissed.
poker story. Oh, that's it. It's over.
Shut that baby up.
We're about to go play golf, Nick. How do you feel?
Nice.
I'm trying.
Nice. Hey, don't shut the baby up, Joe. Actually, you might want to feed the baby.
Well, you know what they
Babies usually
said in
cry
Tin
when they're
Cup,
hungry.
buddy. Golf and sex are two things you don't have to be any good at. No, he's solid. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Right.
No, remember I'll never forget the Iraq poker story of Nick raking a pot and Ronaldo trying to stop Nick from collecting the money, and both guys stood up, and I was like, "Uh-oh, here we go." And Nick's like, "It's about to turn from friendly into rolling around in the rocks if you don't let go of my hand." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, here we go."
Yeah, he turned
remember that
Iraqi
dude?
real
He
quick.
couldn't stand losing.
So yeah, he had pocket aces, and he had won a couple big pots that night, and I had pocket kings, and the flop came up king ace. Right, just a terrible bad luck for Ronaldo, but he didn't realize it. But the pot got to about $700, and so when we showed the cards, he started bringing the money in, and I was like, I'm like, it's mine, and he grabbed me, and he was an Iraqi interpreter who was working both sides of the plate. He also worked for
a terrorist.
Yeah, he was a terrorist.
He
But
knew where every bomb was at, and they were never where he was.
and so it almost turned into blows, and he wouldn't have won. He was like 105 pounds, but he might have shot me. That might have happened.
He would have shot you 100%.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I did see him dig his fingers into somebody's nostril all the way up to the second knuckle, and then rake them to the ground with it. He did.
Buddy rose his
rules.
hand. Buddy, do you want to say something?
Oh no, I was looking. So this app, you can. Oh, I didn't raise.
Go
my
ahead,
hand
buddy.
over
You're
this
being
guy.
a really good student right now.
Munchkin.
What
I just lowered my hand.
There you go. So I do want to give the Southeast some credit, buddy. So for those of you,
Now the baby's upset, buddy, and now the baby's upset.
You upset the baby. Look at the baby. Look at the baby.
Don't say
All right?
sorry to me.
So-
Say it to George.
Yeah. I want to give the Southeast buddy some credit. Now, according to the Department of Education, all right, there's about a 4-state stretch over there where you're some of the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. Right. So
It's not Alabama.
yeah, Alabama's in that. So
I'm in one.
but that's
of
from
them.
the
I'm in-
Department
I
of
know I'm in
Education.
one of
That's
them.
from the
I have
Department
to.
of Education. Now,
You need a mask.
also from the Department of Health, those 4 states are also the least vaccinated states, right? And they also have all 4 of them are in the top 10 of lowest death rates from coronavirus in the United States. So I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm definitely an anti-mask if you're healthy, because it doesn't make any scientific sense to wear a mask if you're healthy. But
I think some emails just said that. I don't know.
yeah, be real careful about making fun of the Southeast right now, right? Because they might be at a tipping point to where they are done with your bullshit.
They're sensitive.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah, they're sensitive.
They're not even that sensitive.
They
but
don't
they're
like
just, it. They might just be fucking done with it, and they're kind of proving that the Department of Education is full of shit. All right. So that's all I got to say about that. Wait, dumpster fire. Again, if you got anything else, you get the last word before Dave closes it out. And please stick after the show, because we might want to talk a little bit of business. You know what I'm saying? So last word, Wade.
Just have fun. Come on in, have some fun, enjoy yourself, and there's really nothing you can do to offend anybody. That's part of the entertainment.
Good stuff, Wade. Hey, really appreciate you coming on. I think you took that next step, and a step that BTT has to take at some point. I mean, we keep getting shut down, and then we're back, but we'll probably get shut down again, So for all of our viewers and listeners, make sure you go to veterantrashtalk.com, okay? That is the plugs to all of our sites, our page, our YouTube, our Spotify, Instagram, our shop, okay? Amazing merch. The code is going to be posted, so hopefully you stay tuned and you watch this entire episode. We give you 10% off all of our awesome merch. All right, we are partnered with Stop Soldier Suicide, so remember, part of our proceeds go to them. Love you all. Happy Saturday. We'll catch you next week.
Before you cut us off, Chris, it's VTTH52. All right, VTTH52.
There's your
Put
code.
that in the store, and you get 10% off. Love you guys. See you later.
Party on.
Where do we turn to veteran trash talk? Where do we turn to veteran trash talk? Where do we turn to veteran trash talk? Bravely every morning. Bad days, good days, up we rises. Bad days, good days, up we rises. Bad days, good days, up we rises. Bravely every morning. One day I'm okay, next day darkness. One day I'm okay, next day darkness. One day I'm okay, next day darkness. Bravely every morning. Bad days, good days, up we rises. Bad days, good days, up we rises. Bad days, good days, up we rises. Bravely every morning. Past is the past, so be forgiven. The past is the past, so be forgiven. The past is the past, so be forgiven. Bravely every morning. Bad days, good days, up we rises. Bad days, good days, up we rises. Bad days, good days, up we rises. Bravely every morning. Let's fight, don't quit, call that in order. Let's fight, don't quit, call that in order. Let's fight, don't quit, call that in order. Bravely every morning. Bad days, good days, up we rises. Bad days, good days, up we rises. Bad days, good days, up we rises. Bravely every morning. Raise a glass for those we're missing. Raise a glass for those we're missing. Raise a glass for those we're missing. Bravely every morning. Bad days, good days, up we rises. Bad days, good days, up we rises. Bad days, good days, up we rises. Bravely every morning. That's what we do in veteran trash talk. That's what we do in veteran trash talk. That's what we do in veteran trash talk. Bravely every